Hey guys, thank you so much. This is Richard Ogachi, registered nurse Richard Ogachi. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And it can't get this better, guys. I appreciate you because I've seen a couple of you guys showing support, even from these initial stages. And I've seen friends and all this family, they are following and they are subscribing to the YouTube channel. And I hope we will get this time and get to share these stories, share experiences, and make everything interesting. I hope this is going to be enjoyable. I mean, it's breaking from the bustles and hustles of the world to take time and enjoy ourselves and share our own experiences. And of course, one way or another, we may, I mean, somebody may get help somewhere. At least it's been very interesting for me at these initial stages, and I think uh, looks like we're gonna do better. So today I'm gonna talk about someone asked me a question, sent me an inbox message to. They were requesting that I just try to explain, like how can somebody really be sure and know that they are meant to be nurses? Because I think they were using uh, one of the videos that I put up. I talked about nursing being a calling. So someone was asking, one of my followers was asking about how they can know that they were called. They are called to be nurses. How can they be sure? Because I think they are trying to get an admission to nursing school. So they were asking, like, how can he be sure? I'm so sorry, guys. Looks like my shirt has creases everywhere. I'm making this video in a place I carried my t-shirt, and got creased inside my backpack. So bear with me. I hope this is going to be interesting. So he asked about how he can be sure that he was meant to be a nurse or pursue nursing. And honestly, not even like, I don't have a very like specific answer on this one or explanation on how they should know. But what I can say, just using the same analogy and the same experiences that I've had, I think for me personally, I meet a lot of people who are so sure they were called to do this. They were called to be nurses. They were called to be to serve as nurses. I mean, whatever they use to arrive at that is best known to them. But for me, as I said earlier in a previous video, I stumbled on nursing. Just I became a nurse by accident, actually. But now trying to look back how things happened, most people say that based on what you see, things aligning, and how God is leading your life. Sometimes people say, most people who don't believe like in spiritual like involvement in your life, some people say it's coincidence. Others say it's synchronicity. And then for us Christians, we say that it was God's plan. When you look at what happened or has happened or unveiled over this period of time, and then you see how things are working out, you may be able to deduce that you were meant to do this. So, but for me, since it was an accident, what I decided, and I got converted. I got called in the process. Like I forced myself to be called, get to understand what it means to be a good nurse, and then learn from the best, see how they are helping patients, see how they are being there, how they're giving compassion. We have a bunch of people also who maybe were not called and they whine and complain and maybe they're not happy, like they're so distressed. You see, but they're still there. And that cuts across all careers and professions. You find there are people who found themselves in the career or in the profession and they are not able like to exit. They feel like the time they've spent in that field or industry, it's long enough that they cannot start again afresh or from scratch. So being a nurse is needs you to give compassion to people who are at the point of need. Like I describe it as being the lowest. You need to be compassionate. You need to be like empathetic in a special way, really, like putting yourself in the patient's shoe and remaining emotionally detached from the patient. That's the only way you can give help. But at times, sometimes it calls for you to be somewhat sympathetic, because some of the situations that you see patients find themselves in, and they have no one to blame. They need, like, you are not able to hold yourself. Sometimes I've seen nurses cry in situations where they've seen patients are in a very difficult situation, not able to handle. But so for me, I decided to make best of what I've found myself in, and this is nursing. I have to make sure, at least if you have to be called for you to be a good nurse, then you force the calling, you know, and be be there for the patients and stand in, serve them, talk to them, lift them up, and be of help and show care, So instead of wasting time, I decided like to make best of what I found myself in and make it work for me. And then the beauty of nursing is that you can very much like assess yourself based on the different industries. We have the different specialties. You can be a registered nurse in public health, registered nurse mental health. You can do critical care, ICU care. You can do renal and dialysis. You can do public health and disease surveillance. As a registered nurse, still you have options to become to work with insurance companies as case managers or as billing or maybe triage teams, and there are many others I've seen, some of which I also don't know. So out of the many, I honestly believe that you can find one that fits you, that you're able to serve and be at your best, and at least be able to build your career. So make best of what you found yourself in. So if you're to assess yourself against how best can you be, or how to make that decision to get into nursing, I mean, nursing is a good career, it's a good profession. You can always like get people to guide you to at least help you through making best of what you can do as a registered nurse. And you see also, um, I think also that's cuts across all lives. Many people, you see, how you choose what you pursue in life is based on like maybe life experiences, environment, country, who are close to you, like the closest people, either your family, Because if, for example, you find most people from a specific family, they have more teachers or more attorneys, more medical people or healthcare workers, you'll find they will always get people go around those kind of professions or careers. So you can always like figure out how it goes, or you can make it best. You can make best of what you found yourself in. So you can. Uh, it's a good career. I don't say that you cannot serve, because even with nursing, there are specific like challenges I go through, like myself. There are things I still struggle with, but still I find myself coping and like getting through it and being able to serve people at that level. So it's if you have gratitude about life, and then these are situations that anybody can find themselves in. You can be sick, your family can be sick, the people you care about can be sick, your friends can be sick. Then when you put yourself in a situation where you are likely to benefit, or people close to you are likely to benefit, then you can make best out of this. So I mean, this can be done by anybody. I honestly think, um, based on how you adjust to situations, and I think humans are very adaptive, like adaptable. Let me talk about adaptable. Like, they can be put somewhere, and then you evolve to change yourself, to work on yourself, to get best at something that you've been introduced to within a short time. So it's not like you cannot adjust anyway. So uh and then again, you even never know, because some of these decisions, when you make them and you are so young, sometimes when you grow up, priorities change. You may end up even getting into nursing, and then you use it as a stepping stone to go do something else. There's always a chance. There's always a chance and openings around nursing that you can at least find something that you like. So, man, I hope this information is going to help and help you figure out and settle on what exactly you want to do. So thank you so much. I hope this explanation was sufficient to help you make a decision. Thank you, and God bless you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's keep sharing this story. Thank you. Bye bye. God bless you.